Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Laura and Johnny, and I'm Carlos. Another Friday, another show. Real quick news. Timothy Oliphant, Laura's favorite, has been added to the TV series Aliens, which I wasn't even aware there was an Aliens TV series coming.
What network is that going to be on? Do we know?
Not yet. I think it's a Prime show, isn't it?
I have no idea. But I mean, I'm definitely going to watch it because you know how I feel about him. That could be a good show.
Yeah, if done right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Aliens have always been a good series. And also, I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I've heard and read on the internet, Deadpool 3, here's the movie synopsis if you're interested. It's about the TVA picking up the prime versions of each hero to create a multiverse army to fight the Kangs, the Kang variants.
Mm-hmm.
And they pick Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to recruit, but he's not fully on board. That's what the movie's about. I guess Deadpool is also going around trying to pick all these people out of the timeline. But the confusing part about that is if you haven't watched Loki, you're not going to know what the TVA is. So I suggest you get on Loki, and even if it's just season 1, at least you'll know what the TVA is. So
I hope you're wrong. I hope this is a rumor that doesn't pan out.
And why is this?
I don't know. Aren't they trying to put Kang by the wayside anyway? Like
TBD, I think. They're trying to decide what to do.
Right. Well, Kang Dynasty is still on the slate for a 2026 release. So it hasn't been removed.
And they could recast him. I mean, was it at the end of one of them? I don't remember. A movie, a show, I don't know. But they had like all these different variants, and some of them look like aliens and shit. I mean, they could recast him, as a different version.
Well, they could clearly recast him because when there's a variant of
Loki,
Reed Richards, it wasn't.
Oh, right.
Pedro Pascal, right? And he's been recently cast as Reed Richards. So
yeah. So they can do whatever they want. I like the Deadpool movies. I think it could be potentially interesting. I don't know. Hugh Jackman, how many times has he said that he's done doing Wolverine and that he keeps fucking coming back? And I mean, not that I'm complaining because I love him as Wolverine for a lot of different reasons. But also he's just good, So I don't know. Make a decision and stick to it, Hugh. You got divorced. Now you're going back on all your decisions.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, from what I've seen from set photos from before they went on strike, it looked like Deadpool was destroying 21st Century, the movie company. He was getting all the characters. I mean, if you look at the set, the actual, I don't know what that is, the standee or whatever it is, the beginning of 21st Century Fox films, those are the 2 spotlights. Well, that is destroyed on one of the sets. Right. So he's fighting Wolverine on a destroyed one of those sets. So he's destroying 21st Century Fox. So obviously because Disney bought Fox. So
that's funny. It's meta.
So we'll see how that goes. First show of December. Christmas is not too far away. Johnny, will you be hosting Christmas like you did Thanksgiving?
I will not. Another family member is going to be doing it. One of my in-laws. So responsibility is way toned down quite a bit. I'll make something, bring it over, and then leave, and then they clean up, and then they do all the hassle. Like, you didn't show up to Thanksgiving this year, but you missed out. I had a big spread. I was cooking. I think I put the brisket on at 11 o'clock at night the day before. I mean, I was cooking all day. Had everything ready by 3. a long fucking day. I'm still tired. It's like a week later.
You still got leftovers? Leftovers?
I'm almost done with them. I'm trying to pass it out at work.
Yeah,
Okay.
food safety says it is ding ding. It's though I just baked my turkey leftovers, or I should say, my husband just baked the leftover turkey into a turkey pot pie, and he did a
Ooh.
fabulous job.
I did the same thing.
Oh, you send that over with dry ice.
I mean, it wasn't that good.
Oh,
I was
well,
just
like,
amazed that he made it, and then sure, it was cream of chicken soup with refrigerated pie crust, and all you had to do was dump it all in there. But I'm still impressed. And I didn't have to make dinner tonight. So Lara's winning at life.
yeah, I like me
Congratulations.
some pot pies.
I mean, the baby freaking, she had slice and a half. No, Charlotte, 3.5. She ate maybe 3 bites. I don't like crust. I don't like chicken. I don't like vegetables. I'm like, well, there's nothing else in it.
Lately, mine has been saying, I want noodles, and then I'll make noodles.
Yep.
No noodles. I'm like, bitch,
there's your problem. I want X, and then you deliver on X. That's your problem.
I get that it's my fault somehow, but I still don't see it. Maybe I
Because
should
you
just
don't
make it and then make
You
her
don't
eat
take
it.
demands from a 3-year-old. Yeah. You don't take demands from a 3-year-old.
It's a request, Bookie. It's not a demand.
Wait. Had you already made dinner?
No.
And then she requested noodles?
No, she only eats a few certain things. Grilled cheese, butter noodles, fries, and nuggets.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat. So
it's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what I do is I make what I make. You can eat it or you cannot eat it. You have a snack before bed, it's your choice. I don't play that game.
They grow up quick in the Bookie household.
Hey, I just don't. I'm not making fucking 3 dinners, and I'm not eating buttered noodles for dinner. So I make one meal. Whoever wants to eat it can eat it. Whoever doesn't want to eat it, there's a refrigerator, there's a pantry. Enjoy.
Were you a picky eater growing up?
Hell no. Look at me.
Carlos?
Not that I can remember. There are some stuff now that I won't eat that I did eat as a kid.
Like what?
Like cream cheese. I don't eat it now. I used to eat it like candy as a kid.
It's so good.
And my grandma even used to make it, and she'd make her own.
Yeah.
I put it on like
Homemade
Portuguese
cream
sweet
cheese.
bread and eat it like that, straight. But
Why do you not like it? What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the
When I make a bagel, I'll be like, all right, put it on the bagel, and then a little slice for me. And then I just eat the cream cheese because it's so good.
Oh my God, I thought that was the only one who did that.
Nope, it is
No.
delicious.
It's so good. I add it to everything. I put it in my chili.
Everything creamy.
My spaghetti. It's money, especially if things are a little watery, right? And you don't want to like boil it down. Just throw some cream cheese in there, and that's a secret.
Crick thickener. I like it.
Yeah.
Put that one in my back pocket. Maybe I'll grate it and put it in a pie crust next.
Don't do that, Bookie. Don't do that. Stop watching those British baking shows.
New episode today on Friday.
Is it championship today?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah. Haven't been watching. I haven't seen the quarterfinals yet. Or the semifinals.
Who do you think goes home?
I think it's Matt, Dave, and Tosh. Is that her name or Tasha? Yeah. That's what I think. Yep.
Oh, coincidentally, Matt, Dave, and Tosh are the same 3 people that unsubscribed just now while you guys were talking about baking. Knock that shit off. Talk about something else.
Nerds baking for podcasts.
You know, Upload is back with season 3. I just saw that on Prime.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Season 2 wasn't great.
No, season 1 was good. Season 2, not so much. I just didn't feel the chemistry between the two leads. It wasn't there like it was in season 1.
Yeah, COVID kind of messed that up too, though. They rushed through things before everything shut down, and then Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully season 3 is better. Maybe they ended, maybe they don't. Who knows? But I have faith because like you said, the chemistry between the two, season 1 was phenomenal.
Right. Yep. You know what I saw today? I think I was today years old when I found out flies will accidentally remove their heads. Did you
What?
know this?
When they're
Yes.
cleaning themselves, they just like pop it off and then just
Yes.
pop it back in.
I did not know this, but I saw a video and the volume wasn't on yet, so I just saw a video and the fly was doing the hand thing, the villainous hand thing, like villains, like flies are the biggest villains in insect world because they always come up with something, right? And so because they're always cleaning their hands, they've got to have the cleanest hands in the insect world, right? Because they're always landing on shit or dead things.
And barfing on it, right? That's the thing.
So as they clean their hands, they'll go to clean their head and they'll accidentally take their head off and spin it, like because of their hands, it's in their hands. And so I found out that at first when I saw it with no volume, I'm like, holy shit, I didn't know flies could take their heads off and put it back on. I thought this was what was happening, but that's not what was happening. What's happening is he accidentally decapitated himself, and apparently they breathe through their bodies as well. So he will continue to live, but ultimately die of starvation because now he can't eat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's what I found
How
out today.
long? How long do flies? That's insane. Well, I know that insects have a decentralized nervous system. Like they don't have like a brain the way that we do. And that, wow.
Well, clearly, because I didn't hear any screaming when he ripped his head off. So I don't know what was happening there, but I don't know for how long because I don't even think he takes off. I think he just stays there and waits because clearly, how's he going to see where he's going to go? His body continues to function, but he starves to death ultimately. And
that's
dies.
horrifying. Was this a social media reel that like popped up on you?
Yeah, I'm like, I was watching it, and then I was like, no, let's watch this again. I turned the volume on. I'm like, oh, okay, so he accidentally took his head off. He's not fixing his like. As a kid, I always thought, man, if I could take my head off, I cut my own hair because I can see what I'm doing in the mirror, right? And put it back on.
That's not what you thought as a kid. Come on, that's
not
what you thought.
I don't have the same thought as Johnny does. But yeah, so I'm thinking, no, he can do that and put it back on, but no, because that would be like the weirdest shit. I've never seen this before. If you put your head back on, just think of the things that insects could do. I mean, like if you could have the power of an insect, what insect would you want? Like for me, I think I'd want like an ant, not only because it can lift so much, but have you ever swatted one off a countertop and he hits the floor and he's still going? Like think about it. I mean, if you were a human and you fall that far and you would just get up and walk away, I think that'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, there's something to ants, like as a team, right? Like they can kill a wasp, but it takes 10,000 of them, and they have to go at once, type of thing. If you're alone, you're fucked. So,
Truth.
Yeah, if
you gotta find your ant tribe.
No, this is true. I don't know. If I was an insect, I wouldn't be an ant or a fly. I'd be something that eats ants and flies. Praying mantis.
Spider?
Holy shit! I saw a video where a praying mantis eats a hummingbird. I was like, "What the fuck?" Have you seen that one?
Yep.
Was
I
it a
saw
baby?
a video of
hummingbirds are tiny anyway, but like
spider killing a frog, eating a frog.
Spiders, they're the worst. I have a bug salt gun, and when I'm barbecuing, all the flies come out, and I just go to town. I'm shooting like crazy. I'm Wyatt Earp in that bitch. I bought a new salt gun, which is a revolver, and it's got a CO2 cartridge. And holy shit, it makes you feel.
Does it work on mosquitoes?
I mean, yeah,
Probably.
It works on any exoskeleton type, like spiders. It'll work very well on spiders, and spiders are little bitches because when they die, like their legs curl up, like you got me, and then they're just fucking dead. They're so weird.
How does this thing work? Is it like a heat gun? Like what?
It shoots salt.
So one is a shotgun. So yeah, there's salt in the chamber. You pump it and then shoot it, and then just watch them
Is
go.
it like really fine salt?
So I've done both, right? So one of them, I was like, well, if I use a thicker salt, it's gonna really pack a punch. But I find like that thinner salt, like I can at least like put 1,000 holes in their wings, and
Like table salt?
yeah. Either way, I would, because I go back for thirds and fourth shots, and if they're still like, what the fuck was that? I fucking hate flies.
Have you ever like shot yourself with it? Like, what does it feel like?
I'm not gonna lie, it stings a little bit. Guys are pretty stupid, and I'm sure your husband has done this shit too. Uh, I've shot myself a few times. I used to have an electric fly swatter. I've shocked myself with that. It works.
Oh, I've done that. Sure.
Y'all got some high-tech bug solutions. You know what I got? A fly swatter, a regular one.
Well, guess what you're getting for Christmas, Bookie?
I had a paintball gun. It was a handgun. And I just wanted to feel how much pressure it actually puts out, because the CO2. So I put my hand in front of it, just pop some air. All I thought was popping air.
But
little did I know there was a paintball stuck in it. So I shot my hand point blank with a paintball. Oh my god!
Good lesson on
so
gun
bad.
safety.
So bad.
I did that with a BB gun. There was like a CO2 cartridge BB gun, and yeah, shot my finger and broke the skin for sure. It was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I got shot with a paintball gun once, and I just like literally like froze. And then like it didn't hurt at first, and then I like started jumping up and down. I'm like, it was like cartoonish. Like it was.
If you're not prepared for it, like if you're like playing paintball and you're only wearing like a t-shirt, you might
dumb.
You might have a long day for sure.
I don't remember if I was wearing one of those little like, you know,
like
the
a
padded
vest or
padded vests. I don't remember.
You should have.
Just
we did some training one time. It was our first and last day of training with paintball guns. This is when I was in the reserves, and the idea was just to fucking go out and shoot each other with paintball guns. And we were doing this on our days off, and some lady took her mask off, and she got shot right in the eye, and then basically lost vision in her eye forever. And then, I mean, yeah, don't take your fucking mask off, but like when you're, I guess we should have gone over the safety rules a little bit better.
Clearly,
but I mean,
everybody knew how to play.
I mean, I didn't brief
hot
anybody.
Field, you don't take your mask off. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, she got shot in the face, and I think disabled. I'm pretty sure she's 100% disabled vet now because of that. Because it was technically a training exercise. So feel bad for her. Feel bad for her.
A mother was killed during paintball.
What?
He wasn't even playing. Yeah, apparently a rented gun. Apparently they removed the nozzle painted off rentals on the tanks, and they put them back on with Loctite to make sure they don't come off.
Okay.
Well, that didn't happen with this one canister. It took off the gun and nailed this woman in the back of the head. She was just waiting for a kid.
Oh, so the air tank flew off and
blasted her in the head. Yeah.
And it killed her?
Yeah. Well, man, can you imagine how much pressure is in those tanks?
I mean, you've seen that in like the movies, right? Where they like at the top off a fire hydrant
and it takes off.
Yeah.
That's just for real. Yeah. Jeez. If you've never played paintball before, don't fuck around with it. They're like real guns. Don't.
I'm gonna stay away from paintball guns from here on out. Jesus Christ!
But if you want to be a man, then play paintball.
Good thing I don't. So we're in good company.
And Laura, how was your? You guys doing Christmas dinner, or who's hosting that? You said that one will do. Was it Halloween? One will do Thanksgiving, and one will do Christmas in your family.
Yeah,
right?
Well, I got stuck with Thanksgiving this year rather unexpectedly. And then I'm also going to be stuck with Christmas. So go me, I guess.
Merry Christmas. Good for you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to cater. I'm just lazy. I don't I don't want to take care of 2 kids and do a whole thing for Christmas. So I think I'm probably gonna buy catering, just put it
Yeah,
in the fridge, rewarm it. Merry Christmas,
absolutely.
everybody.
And with your new gig, catering is like a drop in a bucket.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, all right. And what about what does your family do as far as like gifting? Do you only buy for immediate family or do you buy for everybody? Or and if you do, is there a budget? How do you guys do Christmas? I know it's only the first day of our first show of December, but you gotta start thinking about that now so you don't ever spend.
absolutely. I mean, you need to start shopping for it now. I am woefully behind. I need to shop for everybody. I only buy for my mom and dad, and then my husband buys for his side of the family, but then it's brothers and sisters and then their kids, and it's just so much money. And I told him this year, I'm like, we gotta scale it back, dude. He's like, well, I don't want to be the cheap uncle. I'm like, it's 1 year. We've got 2 kids in daycare. Like, I don't care if they think that we're cheap. That's not what the season is about. You're the religious one. It's not about the gifts. Like, cheap out, motherfucker. And then I gotta buy for all the daycare workers too, and then friends' kids. And I'm just Austin is like my husband just wants to be like Santa Claus. He wants to give all the things and be the super generous one. And I'm like, well, I don't know whose money you're paying this with, because
He wants to be
no.
the cool uncle. Is that his deal?
Yeah, cool uncle, cool friend. He wants to be the generous guy who gives all the things, and I'm like, that's not how I roll. I'm Scrooge. I'm cheap.
Well, tell him if he's so religious, tell him to give gifts of frankincense and myrrh. Call it a
Yeah,
day. There you go, buddy.
Where
he's not
where do you
super
even buy
religious,
that
but
from?
Get that on Amazon, baby.
Amazon, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Well, it's
frankincense and
gold,
myrrh.
frankincense, and myrrh.
Uh,
So
but it's myrrh oil, isn't it? It's just
yeah, it's like an oil.
yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, Goldschlager and a bottle of vinegar. There you go. Or cooking oil. I'll take it.
It's like a salad dressing.
Yeah.
Wiseman salad dressing. Goldschlager, myrrh oil, some frankincense in there.
There you go.
Get a trash salad.
Sounds
Merry Christmas,
terrible.
everybody.
Ugh.
Johnny, what do you guys do? You guys budget? You guys just go all out? Who do you buy for? Who do you don't buy for?
I'm not very responsible when it comes to money, and I feel like
You
people
seem like
are.
you'd be Santa Claus. You're like, the
Mm.
things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty generous, but I've learned over the years, like I've been disappointed over the years, and so I'm trying to scale it back a little bit. With my daughter, though, I mean, it's like all year long I've been shopping for her, buying her shit, and I keep telling
Wow.
myself in my head like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till Christmas to give it to her," and I don't wait. She's in it in the new stuff by the end of the day. So I did buy a few things that she's gonna have to wait for, and with the wife, I don't know. I used to really go all out with gifts. I used to really be thoughtful about it, and then maybe I'm disappointed with her reaction, and then I set myself up for failure, basically. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that anymore. I mean, all these years working like on holidays and whatnot, I've kind of desensitized myself to the whole holidays and whatnot. So
Those
like
days are over, baby.
working on my birthday, working on Christmas. It's like if you don't make a big deal about it, then you're not that disappointed. I'll still get gifts for people. It doesn't have to be on the day of it. I can give it to them 2 weeks before and be just fine. Some people are really weird about that. Get all their gifts and only open one on Christmas Eve and open the rest on Christmas Day. That type of shit.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not me.
same.
Not me. I
Do
mean, I
you for
I guess I
your
can wait to open it, but um, yeah, I don't know.
do you and your wife, do you guys do the, oh, I want this, I want that, and or is it like surprise each other? Because I feel like all the surprise gifts that I've ever gotten were always shit. Like, let me tell you what I want. And then you surprise me.
I feel like you really have to do that as an adult.
Yeah.
Lately, she's sent me like a list, like an Amazon list, and it'll be instead of like one big thing, it'll be like 100 small things, and so yeah, I'll just choose from the list. With her, if there's something that I just can't quite pull the trigger on, for example, there's this folding table that goes on my smoker. I just didn't want to spend $300. I was like, I didn't want to pull that trigger. So she bought it for me. Merry Christmas.
$100 for a fucking folding table? Jesus.
Yeah. It's a folding shelf.
But I don't give a shit.
It's very good. It just makes life so much easier. So I rewarded her with a lifetime full of free meals, home cooked. So I mean, basically, she's just helping the chef out. She's helping the help. But
what about you, Carlos?
Yeah.
We had to resort to lists because every time I got my wife something, which I thought she wanted, nope. Like I got her one year, I got her like because she likes to do her own nails, so I got her like it's like a paint mixer. It's a little deal that you just put your nail polish in and it mixes it for you, so that way you don't have to shake it, right? Nope. So that is now my hobby paint mixer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, that seems. I mean, like, you know what I can do with a bottle of nail polish? That for about 5 seconds, and then it's ready to go. I don't need an accoutrement to do such a thing.
Oh, but this thing is amazing. The way it shakes the paint for my hobbies, yeah, it's good stuff. But like for my kid, I realized last year, man, I bought him so much crap, so much stuff, and it's just one of those. Open it up. Oh, where's the next one? Open it up. And when he ran out, he's like, oh, is there more? So this year, not so much. It'll be maybe 3 or 4 little things. And then the rest comes from family because he gets so much stuff from my brothers. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's the same. I asked Charlotte what she wanted. She said, I want a toy airplane because mine broke. I'm like, you're right. 6 months ago, your toy airplane broke. That's all you want? That's an easy get. All right, $10. We're done. Merry Christmas. That's not true. I'm gonna get her more stuff, but
Jesus,
not that much more.
The same one, just glue it back together.
You love this
Charlotte,
one
I got you
so
a bottle
much.
of glue. Go fix your shit.
Oh,
yeah.
She got some Bluey toys already. Some Bluey stuffed
Bluey.
animals. The toy airplane. We got so many fucking toys. And then Amelia, the baby, like we have every toy there is. So I have no idea what to get the baby. Here's a box. Ta-da! Merry Christmas! I don't know what to get her.
yeah, she's just
one.
a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get her a big box, fill it with the styrofoam peanuts, and she'll be the happiest kid on earth.
Yeah, well, she'd try to eat them. That's the problem.
just get her a ball. Just a ball.
Just a ball.
Just a ball. On that note, we'll take a break. We'll be right back on Nerds Talking Podcast.
Hi there, this is Tom from the DPA. You're probably wondering what the DPA does. Well, when someone sends you a picture of someone's genitals, such as a man's, we analyze it. We can tell you exactly where it's from, what race, the height of said man, and the accuracy of the picture if it's from that individual. That's right, dick pic analysis. The DPA's been around for many years. We've tested the program over and over, even on our own dicks, and we guarantee that it works 8% of the time. That's right, the only DPA program that actually works 8% of the time. You might send us a dick, we look at the pic, and we think, meh, could be. There's no real computers. It's just 3 guys in a room staring at dicks. We've had many years of experience, and we promise you that we'll get you an answer to what you want to know. Do you want to know if that person can cook? Do you want to know their occupation? Do you want to know how tall they are? If they're fat, skinny, and if they use OnlyFans? We'll know by just their picture, and we'll guarantee 8% accuracy. That's right, the DPA, Dick Pic Analysis. Go to our website at dickpicanalysis.com, upload your information and a picture, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That's DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Don't be scared. Go ahead and share. The DPA is not responsible for lost photos that you may have sent us, and we accidentally forward them to our friends. We do share information. None of this stuff is secret. It all goes public. 8% accuracy is a little high, but we can at least tell you the color of the dick that you sent us. We'll even measure it to our own dicks. Usually they're bigger. Not our dicks, but the pictures. Dick pic analysis. Not a real thing. Nerds Talking the Podcast. Back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Johnny and Laura. And don't forget to tell your friends, rate, subscribe, download, all the good stuff. And now we move on to what we usually do, our film of the week. Johnny's picked this week. Johnny, you picked a Disney new original, Naughty Nine. Why don't you go ahead and tell us why you picked it and go ahead and start us off.
I suggested the Naughty Nine because I saw the trailer. It didn't look bad. And you, sorry fucks, didn't give me any other recommendations. So this is all we had to work with this week. So I'll take the blame because it wasn't great. While watching the movie, I caught up on my Facebook, all my games, my emails, like all my junk mail is deleted. This is a rough watch. I don't know who it's for. I mean, like, was it last year we saw the 8-bit Christmas? That was fantastic. And it was a movie with kids and it was very nostalgic. This one, so these kids get on the naughty list and they don't get the gift that they want from Santa. So their thought is, well, these gifts must be around somewhere. They're at the North Pole. The nerdy Asian kid got a brand new computer and he's like, well, it's over here. This is where Santa's workshop is. And there's a big old heist and they go back and like get these gifts that they didn't earn because they were on the naughty list. And the whole fucking time I'm thinking, like, all this effort, because like the main character he wanted like a game console, the latest PS5 or Xbox type of thing. Tops, that's like $600, right? and he
rob a fucking bank.
He makes this elaborate scheme, gets other people involved, go all the way to the fucking North Pole just to like steal this console back. And I mean, if you're gonna commit a felony, like, why go so far? I mean, I don't know. There's not much in this movie that I enjoyed. The acting wasn't great. The premise wasn't great. Danny Glover wasn't great. I'm gonna give it a 2, and a 2 plus my apologies. But I didn't make the movie, man. I just picked it. My bad. We don't all pick winners. So
Laura?
2, maybe
2.
Because there was one scene that I laughed, and I don't know if...
Which one?
Can't even think of it. It wasn't that good. It could have been me. Like, I could have like
stuff.
farted.
Could've
or
been-
I could have
something.
farted really loud and then
Yeah.
I laughed. And then I was like, is that the movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotta give it
You
some credit.
You went mad because you were watching it and you started to laugh hysterically. Like a mad
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I was just hopeful that it would be a new Christmas movie to add to, the yearly ones like Elf or Fred Claus or something like that. Just the things that play on TNT every year. This will not play again ever. It shouldn't. If they want ratings, then they shouldn't play this. It's a very bad movie.
And I was also like, okay, let's watch this. Maybe it'll be another 8-bit Christmas because it's not the same kid. The main kid is the same kid from 8-bit Christmas, or am I making that up?
I'll look it up.
He looked familiar. I couldn't place him,
I'm
though.
pretty sure that's him, or I've seen him in something else. But I was like, okay, let's watch this. It was fucking dumb and dragged like whoa. And like you said, I'm not sure who it was for because these kids are like 13 years old. They're clearly in middle school. They're not in grade school. They're like 7th, 8th grade. Number one, they still believe in Santa. Number two, that kid was all those kids are fucking pieces of shit. Like manipulative, sassy, bad, bad kids. And none of them redeemed themselves in the end. So, and then they said they got caught. And then they said, I'm sorry, Santa. Oh, okay. Now you're back on the fucking nice list? Fucking stupid. And then Danny Glover as Santa. Like, I didn't even notice that it was Danny Glover at first. Like, I was just like, that's a skinny Santa Claus. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's Danny
Come on, that's
Glover.
not what you were thinking when you saw him.
No, honest to God, that was exactly what I was thinking. Like, my first thought was, that's a skinny Santa Claus. And then I was like, oh, is he
thin.
black?
He was real thin.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, is he black? I'm like,
I
okay.
was waiting for his tagline, like, I'm getting too old
too
for
old.
this.
Too old for
this
this
shit.
shit. That would have been a funny moment. That would have been worth it.
Talk about phoning it in. Like, I mean, he had like 5 lines in the whole thing, and he looked like he barely wanted to be there. I mean, that was pretty painful to watch. And then they tried to set it up for a sequel. I was like, bleh. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I would let my kids watch this movie. My kids are older. I'm like, I don't want you talking. I don't want you scheming like this and getting sassy ass, talking back like this, because they were mean. These were mean kids. And so I did not enjoy it. The budget Chris Pratt that was the pilot. I'm like, who is this person?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I didn't know what
he totally was budget Chris Pratt.
He didn't know like what he was like in some movies you'll see like, oh, he's the drunken pilot or whatever, but no, this one he just wants to prove that this is real because he said he saw a reindeer hit his plane and like everyone's making fun of him at work. What? I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. And the
There's
parents are fucking
not much that I bought.
No. The parents are fucking idiots. And I don't like that. So I wouldn't let my kid watch it because I don't want my kids to think that, oh, parents are dumb. No, we're not. We're fucking smarter than you, assholes. And
Whoa.
what was my other gripe? There was another one. Oh, the little sassy gay kid. I was like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And you're also wearing entirely too much makeup for a 7th grader.
Right.
Male or
if that was your
female.
daughter, right. If that was your daughter, I'm like, you're not going to school like that.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let my son go like that? Mm-mm.
Yeah. That was stupid. And then the daughter with the 2 dads who was like, they don't even notice me. What? Where did all these kids come from?
Yeah.
I was very confused by the whole thing. I give it a 1 out of 5 because I mean they made it, so they get that 1 star.
It's a movie.
Yeah,
It's a movie.
It's a movie is a 2.5. That's right in the middle. It's a movie. This is well below it was a movie. I actively hated this movie.
Wow. Well, to go way back, I guess this would be worse than the game.
100%. It's worse than the game. Please don't waste your time with this. I mean, I honestly don't know. I was trying to think of like at what age would I like this movie? Like, because there was a time where the heist thing was cool, like Goonies or even 8-Bit Christmas, which was pretty recent. Same kid, by the way, Laura. Good call.
It is. I thought so. Yeah.
And maybe back then it would appeal to me when I was into that stuff, but no, there's nothing that appealed to me. The only thing that was nostalgic to me, remember in the beginning where the girl, like with the 2 dads, she like is locked out of the house. That shit used to happen to me all the time, and like no parents around. They wouldn't come home till like 6:30. I'd been outside for 2 hours. I don't understand why they couldn't just make like 6 or 7 keys and just, I don't know. There was always different things. I would like climb the roof to like break into the top window type of thing, or I got really good at like picking the window lock with a coat hanger. So I'd leave coat hangers on the outside.
The back porch.
I've done that too.
Or went to my grandma's house. She lived down the street. I was like, walking to grandma's.
Yeah. So that was the only nostalgic thing, is getting locked out of the house by a family like that. Just didn't think to make me another key. I don't know. Maybe they did, and maybe I lost it. But I'm gonna go ahead and think that they didn't remember who I was. I'm sticking to that.
Well,
Carlos.
right from the beginning, I thought, okay, Naughty Nine. I'm thinking, okay, this is okay. Might be a decent Christmas movie. I knew nothing about it but the title. But as soon as it started, and I saw in the upper left-hand corner that it was rated G, I'm like, oh no, what did I get myself into? I'm not gonna like this because I don't have my kid here, and he's not old enough to really
What's
care.
8-bit Christmas rated though? I bet that was
PG.
G.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No
No?
way. Mm-mm.
I'm looking it up. Keep
Hold on,
going.
get the Google machine. And anyway, I just there's nothing about it that I liked. I mean, like even when he went to the school locker or whatever it was, where they confiscated all the stuff from class and they donated at the end of the year.
That didn't make any sense.
No, because
Nope.
he swapped the bag, right? And then he put the bag in the recycle bin. And then the girl was like, what was the bag? He goes, oh, we're not going to do it. Why should we do it? Let the janitor take it out, right? But the janitor took the second bin over instead of taking the first one in line, which any sensible person would have taken the first one in line. But he just clearly pulls it out and walks away with the one that he correctly guessed was going to go out first. And right from there, I'm like, oh no. And then he hires all the other kids that all have their own specialty, and they're gonna break in. And like Johnny said, dude, you wasted so much time and effort on this. You probably could have just walked into a Best Buy and walked right the fuck out because nobody was gonna stop you. Not this day and age, you're not gonna stop you. And so, yeah, it was not good. I don't got much more to say because you guys already shit on it, so I don't want to shit on it anymore. But
8-bit Christmas was PG. Parental
I
guidance.
told you.
Yeah.
And and at the end where Santa comes in, oh, I need the help of the Naughty Nine. I'm like, what the hell does Santa need help with these kids with? Santa can do so many things. He can go into houses, not be seen. He can escape houses by twinkling his nose. There's so much things Santa can do. What do you need these 9 little brats for? I guess they're gonna try to make a sequel, but hopefully they do not. This is definitely, in my eyes, a 1. The eyes of an adult, it's a 1. But I don't know. Like I said, my kid wouldn't have cared about it. He's 4. He doesn't really care. Maybe at 5 or 6. So I don't know what kids are thinking about it, but in my eyes, it's a 1.
Speaking of actually Christmas movies that are good, I'm a bit late to the party because I think it came out last year, but I finally watched Violent Night on Prime.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious. I loved it.
Carlos,
I would
remember that one?
recommend it.
Who's in that one? I think we did see that one.
The dude from Stranger Things.
Oh, yes.
sheriff guy.
He's like some Viking in a life past.
Yes.
Yeah. And he just
That was
fucking goes to town.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Like they've
fucking entertaining.
come out with a few of them recently there's a movie that came out Thanksgiving that looks very similar where we talked about it a little bit, but
yeah, Thanksgiving. I think we talked about, somebody mentioned that on the podcast, but I honestly, I don't believe that anyone could be as funny as that one was, because like the action was legitimately good. And then like when he was Santa's bandaging himself. What was it, like fucking Christmas ribbon and then wrapping paper? It's just so dumb on purpose. I loved it. Definitely recommend.
There's a
And
good
I think
one
they even made a Die Hard
out.
reference somewhere.
Oh, that's right, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a good one coming out, or it looks good, comes out this weekend actually. It's called Silent Night. Have you seen the trailer for this?
No.
It's about a man who loses his family. I'm guessing to like in the preview, kind of looks like a gang thing, almost like a Punisher, if you will.
Oh,
and somewhere along the line, he gets shot or something happens. He gets shot in the throat or sliced throat, something like that. But he loses his voice.
He's deaf. Deaf.
No, so he loses his voice. So every time he tries to scream because he's mad, he doesn't make a sound. It's Silent Night, and so he goes out and gets revenge on everybody that killed his family. Looks pretty good.
Is it serious or is it jokey, like Violent Night?
It's a like a action drama.
Yeah, it sounds serious. Generally, things that start with dead families aren't super funny.
Have you seen Fat Man? That's a good one. Mel Gibson.
No.
He's Santa.
I've heard of it, but I have not seen it. Is it good?
Yeah, somebody goes out and tries to kill him because they didn't get what they wanted, or he gets hired because the kid didn't get what he wanted for Christmas, so he hires a hitman to go kill Santa. Santa's apparently used to this because he's all weaponed up. He's got his weapons. He's ready. So it's a pretty good movie. If you get a chance to watch Fat Man, it's pretty good. It's about Santa
I'm gonna
Claus.
check that out. I'm on a Christmas movie kick right now, so
So
gonna
does
check
this
it out.
recommend?
does this taint you for Disney Christmas movies?
no,
Because there's another one.
Uh-oh.
It's got excuse me, it's coming out. It's got Ludacris and what's his name? Lil Rel.
Oh, I saw the preview of this.
Yeah. Doesn't look
Yeah.
terrible. It's called Dashing Through the Snow. But it's from Disney.
It's already
I
out, I
mean,
believe.
It's got to be for adults, though, right? Like this, it's got to be
with
better.
Ludacris, it's got to be.
It's got to be better than Naughty Nine.
What other Christmas movies are on your list that you can think of that you would actually recommend?
I mean,
The one we
besides all
watched
the
last year,
classics.
Spirited. I really enjoyed that one.
was
Ryan
okay.
Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And Will Ferrell.
Yeah. So it wasn't too
Mine
bad.
are all old ones. Like we always watch Scrooge. We watch A Christmas
Mm.
Carol with George C. Scott. Obviously, A Christmas Story, Elf. Like those are like the classics. 8-Bit Christmas is now like a classic for me. I watch that every year.
Do you guys watch the Santa Clauses? The Tim
I like the
Allen
first
ones?
one. I've
I've
only
never
ever watched
seen
the
any of
first
them.
one. Yeah.
No, really. They just
This
wrapped
one's
it up. They
cute.
released one recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First one's
when they
cute.
wrap it up. I remember as a kid they always used to watch Rudolph and the stop motion stuff, Rudolph and Frosty,
Charlotte loves that shit. I
all that
hate it.
stuff.
I
Really?
hate stop motion. Stop motion.
That was the best growing up.
Oh yeah.
You get one for Easter, you get one for Christmas, you get a few for Christmas. There's like an Abominable Snowman one,
Yep.
Frosty.
Oh, and Abominable, I think, was in Rudolph. He was on the Island of Misfit Toys.
Mm.
Correct.
Yukon
Because we have been
Cornelius.
watching it.
That's right. What about Charlie Brown Christmas? You kids watch that?
Those are rough to
No.
watch now. Like they're so
Is it
slow and they're
Oh.
so there's just nothing fun. Like I think I watched it as a kid because it was a cartoon and I was gonna watch
Mm.
anything cartoon. But like some of them got serious. Like I don't know, there was a Charlie Brown in Paris or something like that. It was just kind of dark. And then there was the
Charlie
one-
Brown and the Existential Crisis.
Yeah. There's one where Snoopy, like they go to the Arctic or some shit or Alaska, like Snoopy has to rough it and get tough, and he's like part of a dog sled team, and
I
he's
do remember that.
You
You
remember
just like
that?
unlocked a memory. I remember it being very sad.
yeah, but yeah, it wasn't like happy. It wasn't like
Like he
anything.
was cold and lonely and
Yeah,
tired.
and then he just got fucking tough and like would bite back, and like now he's a leader of a dog sled. He did do one thing on there that was kind of that I remember it because
Gangster?
I had this on VHS, and he did something with he had a piece of paper and he folded it in a way and made a paper cup, and that's how he would drink water. He wouldn't like lick it like a regular dog. But I learned how to like make a cup back then from a
Thanks to Snoopy.
you got to drink fast. I learned as well.
Mm.
But yeah, I can't watch those anymore. I tried watching the re-releases or the modern versions of Charlie Brown. I just couldn't do it. Maybe got through 20 minutes and I just like I don't know.
The song, right? Dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Metallica
dun.
did
That's
that
the
once
classic.
during their concert.
Did they really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I never understood why everybody liked The Christmas Story so much. Even as a kid, I didn't like this
I love
stupid movie.
It's my favorite.
Why?
I
I
will-
don't get it. It's just
It
not good.
only gets funnier and funnier the older that I get. Every year, I love it even more. Parents are hilarious. The kids are hilarious. Like the flights of fancy are just so ridiculous. I love that movie so much.
It's on every single year, and I'm actually surprised. Well, I mean, Asians they don't really protest too much, like so I guess I'm not surprised, but That last scene where they go to the Chinese food restaurant and
Rah, 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 rah,
Yeah.
Do they
rah,
leave that in
rah,
now?
rah,
I'm surprised they
rah.
leave that in.
I'm sure
Well,
it's in.
I have a downloaded version, so
Oh, okay.
You have the good one, the little racist one. I mean,
we quote it all the
I
time.
get it, and I know like my people have trouble with their R sometimes, but I don't know.
And
it's
we
the-
will
it-
sing it. Austin and I will be like, fa, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the end of the movie. It wraps it like it's a happy ending, but it's a little racist. But I guess we're okay with it because it was a different time. But you couldn't do that now.
No.
Like the Christmas Story, the newer version, there wasn't anything racist in that.
That movie was not particularly great.
Oh, the
but
sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, there were parts of it that I liked, but in general,
No, it was probably what would you say, 20 years too late, if anything. Like maybe they shouldn't have done it at all, but it was interesting to see, those kids growing up. Like you after watching the Christmas Story, and I didn't watch it till late. I didn't watch it till I was actually in the military. Like one of my
that's
Yeah.
it. Did you also see it when you were later in life, Carlos?
What, Christmas Story?
Yeah.
No, that thing used to be on all the time. Like when I was growing
Okay.
up in Canada, it'd be on all, like it came out in '83.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those
Mm.
things. Like, if you didn't see it until you were older, then I could definitely see why you didn't love it. But I mean, I loved it. It used to tickle my dad so much. My dad used to laugh through the whole thing, and my dad also looked exactly like Ralphie as a kid, like this
Oh.
little blonde hair, blue eyed, big thick glasses, and so maybe that was like part of the level of enjoyment. It's like this is my dad as a kid. And then it's got the inner monologue thing going on, which I love a ton as a kid, and I love it even now as an adult because it was the first time I realized I'm like, other people talk to themselves like this in their head. It's not just me.
All
And
the time.
it just like opened a whole new world for me. So that was probably part of it.
There's a couple of Christmas movies I would recommend. Let me know if you've seen them or heard of them. Arthur Christmas. It's animated.
It's a good one. They're
Yep.
in a spaceship or a Christmas ship, right?
Second one.
Yeah, I remember this one. He like he's related to Santa somehow and like saves Christmas basically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good.
Another one. Oh, definitely this one if you haven't seen it yet. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
that was good.
That's good. Claus. Have you seen Claus with a K?
Yes, the Netflix
That
one.
is a great film. That is a great film.
Really, really good. It's kind of
Oh,
like
is that the animated one?
yeah,
Yes.
like an origin story of like Santa Claus, basically.
I
Yeah.
know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Those are three that I would recommend watching outside of like Elf. Even Gremlins is a good Christmas movie if you can stand
Yeah.
the violence, I guess.
Batman Returns.
Oh, that's right. Batman Return is on that list. Yes.
Red Claws is one of my go-tos for Christmas. If
Oh,
it's
really?
on, yeah,
Okay.
if it's on, I'll put it on. It's got a lot of heart at the end, makes you tear up a little bit. But I think all time, I mean, like, it's a combination because one of my all-time favorite movies is Love Actually, and then it's also a Christmas movie,
Oh.
and yeah,
One of my favorite Christmas movies is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
Can't have Christmas without that one.
Right. Yeah.
My favorite line is forever is when Clark finally gets the lights to work and Beverly's dad says, the little lights aren't twinkling. He's like, I know. Thanks for noticing. like, like that just sums up my life with like my parents. So just forever. And just always hits me right there.
And the last two, I guess, that I would mention is Home Alone, Christmas movie.
Always a great one.
And I like the Grinch, not the Jim Carrey one, but the Benedict Cumberbatch animated one.
Never
I
saw
really
it.
like the Jim Carrey one.
My kid likes it too. I liked it when
never
it first
saw
came
it.
out, but now it's like I don't know if I'd show that to my kid, not at his age. It's super dark.
You think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
The makeup's scary.
it's a kid getting bullied, and that's why he's so bitter. But it was really funny.
Well, when my kid sees the cover of it, he gets scared because of who's the monster. Like, oh, it's the Grinch.
Makeup is freaky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's a good makeup. It looks great, but it,
I don't want to get woken up at 3 a.m. with nightmares.
right.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it. You know, a good one. It falls through the wayside. Not a lot of people will mention it. Was Rise of the Guardians. Chris
Oh,
Pine, Jude
that's-
Law's in it, Hugh Jackman.
That's the owl movie.
No, that one was Guardians of Gahul.
Oh,
Rise of the Guardians is like, I think Chris Pine might actually be Santa.
that's the one with Jack Frost.
Jack Frost,
Okay.
Sandman.
Yeah.
Was
That's
a
a good
really
one.
good one.
Yep.
There's another one that's out that I haven't seen. Have you guys seen this one? It's called Noel. It's Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader, and
Haven't seen it.
I think they're siblings of some sort. And I feel like she's Santa's daughter, and like only like a male Kringle can do the sleigh or something like that. And she's trying to find Bill Hader. I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a musical, and Kendrick does a lot of those, so I'm going to check it out. Who's coming with
Report
me?
back.
Or do you not trust me anymore?
Mm.
I get it.
Why don't you
but-
watch it first? Watch it first. Come back and recommend whether you should watch it.
So that was Carlos's recommendation. New rule. No recommendations unless you watch it first. So like we're only going to watch good movies, or we're only going to watch like 5 and aboves. Come on. We got what?
You can't go above 5. You can't go above 5 if we only do a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Can't go above 5.
Told you what I felt about your stupid scale. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like you got to have some bad with the good, and they can't all be winners, man.
No, they cannot. They cannot. All right. Well, on that note, Lori, got any other movies we should watch?
No.
Okay. Good stuff. Johnny, any more movies we should watch? Christmas, otherwise. Do they make like New Year's movies? They don't make New Year's movies, do they? Like,
yeah, I think there's one called New Year's.
Yeah,
Year's
it's like
Eve.
in the style of Love Actually.
Right.
Oh.
They're all
There was a few of them though,
They're
right? Like there's a
sappy, kinda
Valentine's
sappy.
Day, there was
Yeah.
a New Year's Eve,
like
there
Hallmark type movies.
30 Rock did a joke. It was like Martin Luther King Day.
was.
I have a date for Martin Luther King Day.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a hilarious joke trailer. I'll send it to you guys.
I think all of the animated movies have come out with some sort of Christmas thing, like Shrek, Kung Fu Panda.
Mm.
I think there's a Crude's Christmas. I could be wrong, but like those little shorts, like Toy Story short. Have you seen that one where I think it's Ken and Barbie, and they're like hoping to go to Hawaii for Christmas, and it's a short. It's on. I know it's on Disney Plus, so. I don't know. All those shorts really, I really enjoy those because it's like usually with like Toy Story, for example, there's going to be such a big break in between movies. It's nice to get those little teasers, you know.
Are those all on Disney Plus?
They should be. It should be under
I'll have to
shorts.
check that out. Yeah.
Check out the Groot shorts if you get a chance. Those are pretty funny. Baby Groot.
I haven't seen those yet.
2 seasons
pretty good.
of them. Yeah, they're funny. Funny. Laura, anything else besides movies? Got anything going on we can expect to talk about next week?
I don't know about next week, but will recommend that we all take a listen to Impolite Society's latest episode. You might hear a cameo from a familiar sponsor of the show.
All right, Johnny.
What's this latest show about, Bookie?
It's about groupies, like rock star groupies. What is the groupie lifestyle? Where did it start? Who are the famous players? And how might one decide to become a groupie themselves and make
you
it
were
happen?
a groupie, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I called myself a groupie, but in a completely facetious way. I never sucked a dick to get anywhere. But I mean, I talk about it a little bit in the episode.
Mm, mm, mm.
I've always been curious, just on that front, like how you feel after. Like one of my buddies, his girlfriend was pretty hot. She had gargantuous boobs, and she went to an Eminem concert, and he like took her to the hotel. She said nothing happened. Do we believe her?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, we talk about it. We talk about
groupies.
the psychology and kind of, what people are after and if they get it.
Well, I met someone who was proud of this. She went to a David Cassidy concert. I know it's super old David Cassidy, but she went with the intention of sleeping with David Cassidy, and she did such so, and she brags about it. She was super happy about it. David
No.
Cassidy was a heartthrob, man, back in the day. Yeah.
Is that the dude who was on
Partridge Family.
Oh, I was way off.
Yeah, probably.
Samsonite. I was way off.
Oh, that's a good movie. Good call. Good call. I have an announcement. It's gonna surprise some people, I believe. Next week's show, we'll have the return of Lafayette, and our guest will be Joey Valentine. Stick around and see who shows up.
No, I haven't listened to any of his new stuff. Like, didn't he change the format? Isn't he like political now?
He has a new show called the Joey Valentine Show where it's all political, but he still does Fat Guy Loves Cake, but he does it once a week as opposed to 3. And the other one he also does once a week as opposed to 3. Yeah. Yeah. So that's next week's show. Let's see who shows up. Let's see who sticks around. And on that note, thanks for listening. Have a good week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.